People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now.
From coast to coast, it's not just about houses. It's about how people live, work, and dream. These streets hold stories. These homes hold hope. And the people, they're the heartbeat of something bigger. This isn't just real estate. This is the real America. One neighborhood at a time. Welcome to your neighborhood. Welcome to the American dream.
Welcome to Heritage Lake. I'm Heather Ludlow with American Dream TV, and today we're here at what's considered a hidden gem just about 40 minutes west of Indianapolis, Heritage Lake.
From boating and waterfront dining to tubing with the family and ending the evening with live music by the lake, let's go experience what lake life is all about. Everything starts right here at the marina. Whether you're heading out for a relaxing cruise, spending the day fishing, or pulling the kids on a tube, this is where the memories begin. This is what summers are made of. Here, weekends aren't about finding something to do, they're about deciding what to do first. Tubing, skiing, paddleboarding, swimming, it's all right outside your back door. Heritage Lake spans over 300 acres with miles of shoreline, offering everything from quiet coves to wide open water. After calling Heritage Lake home for nearly 20 years, I can honestly say there's nowhere else I'd rather be. It's been an incredible place to raise a family, build lifelong friendships, and help others find a place they truly love to call home. Watching families create memories here is one of my favorite parts of what I do.
It's just peaceful to me. I love to be by the water. Just kind of feels like a really, really tight-knit neighborhood, and everybody kind of helps everybody.
Oh, it's the greatest thing ever.
Heck, ever since I was little, I've always loved to be on the water. We truly love living the lake life. It's amazing.
One of the things that makes Heritage Lake so special is that the lifestyle extends far beyond the water. Whether you're dining at Psalms Haven, launching your boat, gathering at the clubhouse, exploring the activity center, cooling off at our pool and splash pad, or spending time at one of our 3 beaches, there's always something to enjoy. Families also appreciate the playgrounds, scenic trails, and opportunities to enjoy nature. This mix of recreation and relaxation fosters connection, giving Heritage Lake its strong sense of community. Throughout the year, neighbors gather for events like Feast and Ski, the Boat Poker Run, Wine Fest, Trunk or Treat, Easter egg hunts, pictures with the Easter Bunny and Santa, summer concerts, and so much more. These shared experiences bring the community to life. Heritage Lake isn't just a neighborhood, it's a community where friendships grow, traditions thrive, and lasting memories are made. But what really makes Heritage Lake special isn't just the lake itself. From the clubhouse and pool to the parks, beaches, and community events all year long, there's always something bringing neighbors together. And during the summer, one of my favorite traditions is the concert series, where families and friends gather to relax, enjoy live music, and make memories as the sun sets over the lake. Life at Heritage Lake isn't just about where you live, it's about how you live. It's mornings on the water, afternoons spent with family, evenings filled with friends and live music, and a community that truly feels like home.
Thanks for joining me on this episode of ADTV. Rock on.
Hi, America. I'm Rhonda Herford, your host of The American Dream, and today I want to take you around Koontz Lake and let you see all the festivities that we have to celebrate. Starting with the pancake breakfast, we've got kayak racing, we've got the DJ on the beach, we've got the golf cart parade, and we're going to end the night with fireworks galore on the lake. So come with me and let me show you what we do at Koontz Lake. Kelly, you've been at Koontz Lake all of your life, right?
My whole life.
Your whole life. And what is it that you just absolutely love about Koontz Lake?
The community.
And what do they do?
Everybody comes together for special events. You know, if somebody needs help, we help them. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah.
I like small.
Yeah? You like the lake?
Love the lake.
And you spend a lot of time on the lake?
Yep.
Yep.
Especially with my girlfriends.
That's right, because that's the best place to be, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it
You've got family that's been here forever and ever, right?
Forever
How many
and ever.
generations?
Oh gosh, I don't even know how many. Back to my grandparents, I guess, but who are no longer with us. But my parents grew up here, my siblings, myself, my children, my grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So this year we have the golf cart parade that's everybody's getting lined up for now. But what makes this weekend so special at Koontz Lake?
Well, you know what? It brings a lot of family home, and it brings more friends in town for the weekend that don't normally come in town. So it's big, as you can see. Golf cart parade is going to be huge,
Yes.
and so are the other festivities along the lake. Fireworks tonight, so it's fun. It's a lot of fun this weekend.
Good. All right, well, let's go have some fun.
All right.
Blake, Jess, so happy to have you here for the 4th of July. Every year we get together, right?
Right. we're
Okay,
so
what
excited.
makes this one so special?
Well, we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary today. We got married last year on the 4th.
And that's because why on the 4th? Why did we pick the 4th?
Well, we wanted to celebrate with all of our friends and family here on the lake, and we got married right down the road, right in front of the lake.
Right in front of the lake. And how did you celebrate the next day?
We went out and partied with everyone on the lake.
On
we
the
got to
lake.
celebrate.
Everything goes straight to the lake,
That's
right?
right, that's
yeah,
right.
Because that's what makes Koontz Lake what it is.
That is.
So what makes this weekend so special at Koontz Lake?
Well, I think it's just the fact that everyone gets to come together. The fireworks, obviously, at night, I think is a very special part. You can't go any night without hearing a few bangs, some booms, and some sparklers going off. I just can't get enough of how close and friendly everyone comes together. Just constant camaraderie, really, it's a blast. We love it every single year.
Okay, so we've got, it looks like more golf carts here than we've ever had in the past, and you've participated in this a number of times via my son, obviously. But this year you actually are participating as well.
We wanted to do our own take on the patriotic theme for this year, so we decided to do a 4th of July picnic.
Okay.
To celebrate America's 250th birthday.
Awesome. Well, let's get this going.
Yeah, let's get hooting and hollering.
Thank you for joining me today as we walked you through everything that happens here at Koontz Lake on the 4th of July. It's been a wonderful day, great time, and I'm so happy to bring it all to you. Until next time, I'm your host, Rhonda Herford. Happy birthday, America!
Welcome to Westfield, Indiana. I'm Cindy McNerney with American Dream TV. Have you ever wondered what a day in the life of a pet here in our community looks like? Well, today we're going to take a deep dive. And apparently in costume. Did you see that? Wait, Bryce, we got to go. While we're having a lot of fun today, regular exercise is one of the most important things we can do for our pets. To learn more about keeping our pets healthy, let's head over to All Star Veterinary Clinic and hear from one of Westfield's most trusted vets. Dr. King.
You have to tell me about this incredible veterinary practice that you founded.
Well, you know what? It started out as an idea on a piece of paper in 2003, and then it's blossomed into this amazing building that has amazing people, that has amazing clients and pets that come in and out every single day.
So when we're thinking about our senior dogs, what do you recommend that's vital to keep them healthier for longer?
You know, that's a great question, and it's one that we get quite frequently in the exam room. I'd say the two biggest things that I like to talk about when it comes to senior pet care would be, one, frequent visits to your veterinarian. I think that the more a veterinarian can see a pet, not that you need to go every month, but maybe as a pet, as a pet ages, you know, as you get greater than 10 years of age, 12 years of age, seeing that pet more than once a year allows you to develop patterns as a veterinarian, which makes you a better clinician when it comes to diagnosing problems, because now you know what that pet looks like on a normal level, and so when abnormalities show up, they're easier to diagnose.
Right.
And then the second thing would be lean body mass. If you can keep your pet with a lean body mass, it can affect age. There's plenty of research to suggest that pets kept at a leaner body mass are going to live longer than those that don't. So those are my two biggest things.
When I started in 2019, I saw in the landscape and other industries how other people in other industries were utilizing social media. And to be transparent, in veterinary medicine, nobody was really doing that back then, 6 to 7 years ago. And so when we started, one of the main goals was getting the clients to know us before they knew us. And so what I mean by that is there's a lot of trust that comes into veterinary medicine when clients come and have appointments. And so we wanted to kind of break down that barrier to where instead of a new client meeting one of the doctors for the first time in the exam room, they would then meet them over, say, seeing them in a video and seeing their personality and how they interact with pets and whatnot in the clinic. And so they would be more inclined to then sign up for treatments and go through with what the veterinarian was saying if they were to see those videos online. And then from there, it kind of just snowballed into, you know, what it is today. Over the 4 or 5 years that I worked here building up the brand, we went from around a couple thousand followers across all the platforms to around 500,000. Being able to contribute to the success of All Star was really impactful for me, especially being able to grow up in the clinic and seeing what it has become. It was just a really special time in my life.
So Harrison, I kind of want to be in one of these like social media videos. Do you have any good ideas?
I do have one.
Dr. King, thank you so much today for your time. I thoroughly appreciated it. I know you have that upcoming surgery, so I just want to wish you good luck.
Thanks. You too.
Wait, me too? Healthy pets need exercise, great health care, and maybe most importantly, quality time with their humans. Luckily, Westfield has places where the entire family, including the four-legged members, can enjoy a day together. Here at Crate Escapes, you can relax, enjoy great food and beverages, and spend quality time with your dog all in one place. As we've seen today, our pets truly are part of the family. Whether it's enjoying a walk along the Monon Trail, receiving expert care from trusted professionals like Dr. King and her team at All Star Veterinary Clinic, or simply spending time together at places like Crate Escapes, Westfield offers everything needed for a happy and healthy pet lifestyle. I think it's safe to say that pets live their best lives here in Westfield. I'm Cindy McNerney with the American Dream TV, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers!
Few things in our life make a bigger impact than home and community. These two elements make up the very fabric of our lives. As a realtor for over 2 decades, a happy husband for 20 years, and a father of 7 children, I witness this truth every day. Today, I'll introduce you to a remarkable business here in Noblesville, whose mission it is to improve homes and strengthen every community that they touch. Guardian Angel Restoration, a veteran-owned business, brings honesty, compassion, and trusted experience to homeowners facing some of the most devastating moments of their lives. Through Crossroads Rising, their nonprofit organization, Guardian Angel helps fuel community transformation. This is Andy Liechty, your host for American Dream TV Selling Indianapolis. Let's see how they do it. Tell us what Guardian Angel Restoration does.
We specialize in disaster restoration, which streams into anything within water, which would go from flooding to a pipe break, freezing, to fire, but then also leading into the mold remediation, coming in from a health perspective and making sure that, that job is fully remediated in the proper way.
You're basically like the crisis team for homes, right? What made you want to get into this line of business?
It really came from my own story, and that started 16 years ago when disaster struck myself, and my first water job ended up being myself. I lost my own home, had a severe flood from the second story that streamed down into my first floor. So I was displaced in a hotel for 6+ months with a 1-month-old. It hit me hard. So, that's where I really learned that disaster restoration isn't so much about just restoring property. It's about meeting that person in their place and helping restore that peace of mind.
How is Guardian Angel different than maybe some of the other competitors that you may have?
A lot of that comes from my training from the United States military. In the Army, my job was a chemical specialist, so I dealt with anything that was chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. I was the OSHA seaburn officer for our battalion, so anytime when it came into safety and just really going into a job and looking at it from all perspectives, that was, my responsibility. So that comes with a lot of integrity, that comes with a lot of, just being attention to detail. It takes a professional that understands that from training and education standpoint, which we deeply invest into.
There's a uniform standard of care and service, right?
Absolutely. And although the state says, hey, the standard's here, we're going to know, hey, integrity says the standard should be here.
So the nonprofit section of Guardian Angel talked about, because it's actually a different organizational name.
It originally started with just like us having servant hearts and we're out there doing it. And then everyone started asking us like, Michael, how can we get involved? It started out as a seed, and as this has just started growing, we as a community, if we rise together, that impact now is multiplied in so many different facets, and that led to the birth of Crossroads Rising. This is really a referral-powered, business network that we're dealing with here. We are an educational platform highlighting your locally owned and operated small businesses, and we're showing them all to you. We're vetting them. We're making sure that you have your friends, your neighbors, the people that are in your community that are working every day trying to, make sure that they can make a living for their families right then and there at your disposal in one site. So all the monopolization, all the private equity guys, they're gone. So how can I support my friends and neighbors? Crossroads Rising. That's how you can support them. That's where the rise comes from. When we unite as a community and start looking at supporting one another, that's where that starts, that referral network, where it's just about, plugging and connecting.
Homes and communities are built by people. Guardian Angel Restoration is making an impact on people's lives through its empathetic and experienced business approach, combined with its robust commitment to serving the community through Crossroads Rising. They don't just restore homes, they restore lives. For ADTV Selling Indianapolis, this is Andy Liechty. Join us on our next episode.
Tracy Ridings, your host of this segment of American Dream TV. Today we're in Zionsville, Indiana, where luxury living meets a laid-back lifestyle. We're in Zionsville's newest treasure. This is Carpenter Nature Preserve, a 215-acre preserve that encourages residents and guests to come explore, learn, and connect with nature. Joining me today is Jared Logston, Superintendent of Parks and Recreation. He has been instrumental in bringing this exciting project to life. Thank you, Jared. Before we explore, tell us more about the Carpenter Nature Preserve and how it came to be.
Yeah, so the Carpenter Nature Preserve is 215 acres of diverse habitat here in central Indiana. What really makes the Carpenter Nature Preserve so unique is the vast diversity of habitats that are found in one location. So habitats from across all of central Indiana are confined in this one 200-acre park. So we have our floodplain in Eagle Creek below, we have our upland forest, wetlands, and prairies above, and somewhere in the middle, we're inviting the public to come and experience all of these unique places. Formerly, this 215 acres was a golf course that operated until 2017. 2017, they shut their doors, and the owner of the land was looking to turn it into mixed-use development. So it would have been nice houses, some mixed commercial, but ultimately, it was the lack of utilities up here that kind of stopped that project. So in 2020, the then mayor had a different vision for the property, and she got a hold of Jim and Nancy Carpenter. So Jim and Nancy are the founders of Wild Birds Unlimited. Have you heard of that store?
Absolutely, I frequent it often. Yeah.
So stores all across North America. They actually have lived in Zionsville for over 20 years. And then when they saw the preserve, they knew it just had to be a park. So from 2021, just on a handshake and goodwill, we worked together to bring this from a dream to reality.
It is wonderful to have the Prairie Pavilion and the restrooms, all these amenities available.
Yeah, so the Prairie Pavilion is kind of the starting point for your adventure out at the Carpenter Nature Preserve. From here, you can orient yourself with the map. We have reservable shelter space for groups to gather, and then we have our nature playground. And of course, the accessible restrooms, which include an adult changing table. We wanted to purposely design this for anyone to enjoy the Carpenter Nature Preserve.
So all families, no matter what their ability levels are, can come out here.
All abilities can enjoy the Carpenter Nature Preserve.
Love that. This is such a fun way to play. Tell us about the philosophy and how it encourages children to experience nature differently than in a traditional playground.
Yeah, so everything at the Carpenter Nature Preserve had nature in mind with its design. So here in the nature playground, instead of using steel or concrete, we wanted to embrace natural elements. So the majority of the play features are actually reclaimed lumber, actual boulders pulled to site, and then of course our water play, because we want visitors to get a little dirty, explore nature, and then go enjoy their backyards or the preserve.
Yeah, when I was here the last time, I saw a bunch of kids playing in the water and just having a blast.
Absolutely, yeah. The water play is our #1 amenity out here.
So Jared, I've noticed along the paths, lots of trees going in and allowing new plants like milkweed and different things to grow. Have you seen new wildlife return?
Absolutely. So with the first phase of construction, we planted over 1,500 trees. We established 20 new acres of prairie, as well as 1 acre of new wetland planting. So throughout construction, we'd get many calls from our contractors saying there was a turkey on one of the pieces of equipment. They saw bald eagles flying overhead. And really, nature found this preserve long before the town got involved back in 2020. So that just makes it all the more important as we continue to enhance it, continue to protect it, and provide a place for the future.
So as a former educator, this outdoor classroom is one of my favorite spots. How do you envision classrooms and students coming here to learn?
Absolutely. So nature education is a core component of what we're doing out here at the Nature Preserve. So summer camps, nature programming throughout the entire year. We have classes for our senior citizens as well as our toddlers. So just getting them out into nature, learning about our natural world, and inspiring them to go explore it on their own.
So we're at the Rose and David Means Amphitheater. Jared, how is this place used currently, and then what is the vision for the future?
Yeah, so we are so excited to have the Rose and David Means Amphitheater here at the Carpenter Nature Preserve. We are looking forward to our first bonfire.
Oh, is that what this pit is right here?
Absolutely. So we'll be complete with s'mores. Throughout the year, we'll be having outdoor programming, light acoustic concerts, and we are envisioning this as being a small wedding ceremony space.
Oh, that would be lovely. And these views that they get.
Yep, so from the amphitheater, you can see our floodplain, and that is where 2/3 of a mile of Eagle Creek currently are.
Nice, that'll be lovely.
Yep.
A huge thank you to Jared Logston and the Parks and Rec Department for showing us around today. And thank you for joining me and American Dream TV. Until next time, take care and keep celebrating the communities that inspire us and make America shine.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media. to show that the American dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American dream.